Guys, we're going live on YouTube right now, so I will explain a little bit how TNT works and split you in small rooms so that we can have a comfortable conversation. So, for those who don't know, like Lara and Danielle, who are here for the first time, TNT is a platform where we come to communicate in English. We also have other languages such as Spanish, French, Italian, German, Portuguese too. It's a safe place to communicate. Each meeting we have a host and some questions. These questions are going to guide the conversation. And today we're going to talk about dealing with conflict, as you could see in the video. This is not a class, it's just a conversation, but you're gonna learn a lot from the experience. I think that's it. Always try to be respectful, don't correct one each other, and I think that's all. We usually split the talkers in some rooms, breakout rooms, so that the conversation is better and everyone has the chance to talk a little bit. I will send the questions again and split us in the rooms. In the breakout room, please choose someone who is going to guide the conversation, a leader. This person just needs to read the questions and make sure everyone is going to have the time to talk. Do you have any questions?
No.
No, it's okay. In the breakout room, if you have any problems, there is a button called Ask for Help, so you can click there and ask for help. I will be there to help you if you need. Okay? Well, let me just split you in the rooms, guys, then we can start. So I just need 1 minute. So first timers Danielle and Lara, right? Danielle and Lara are going to be here in the main room with me. And 3. Okay, guys. So I really hope you enjoyed the conversation. See you at around 9:50. Okay? Enjoy it. Well, if you didn't receive anything, any message or any invitation, this means you're going to be here with me in the main room. Okay, so here we always start introducing ourselves. So I will do it right now. My name is Bruna. I live in São Paulo. I work as a teacher. I live with my family, my parents, and my brother. And I'm a hostess here on TNT in the mornings on Wednesdays. And I think that's it. I love TNT, and that's all. Diego, can you introduce yourself, please?
Okay, Bruna. I'm Diego. It's my first time in your class, but it isn't my first time here on TALKNTALK. So I'm Diego. I live in São João del Rei, in the state of Minas Gerais. I'm 39. I'm a teacher. What more? I have 2 little boys, 1 dog. I love pizza and guitars to play guitar. That's
Very
it all.
good. That's great. Okay, great. Very good. Yuri, what about you?
Hello, Bruna. My name is Yuri. Hello, guys. Lara, Danielle, Diego. It's not my first time, at TNT. But I'm coming back. I'm from Salvador, Bahia, and I'm 30. I'm 30 years old. I live on my own. I live by myself, and I am an English teacher. And of course, I have to learn a lot with you guys. That's it. This is me.
Great. And you were famous. Welcome back to TNT. You're
Thank you, Bruna.
you're always
Thank you,
welcome.
Bruna.
No problem. Lara, I know you have already introduced yourself, but can you do it again, please?
Yes, of course. My name is Lara. I live in São Paulo. I have 22 years. I am 22 years. Sorry, I always. I live with my mom, two sisters, and my nephew. I work as a data architect, and I am graduated in marketing. Um, I like to, I don't know how to say this, but I like roller, like the skate with two. So I do this in my free time. I like read, and I think is that.
That's awesome. Very good. And what about you, Danielle? Can you introduce yourself, please, again?
Okay. Hi guys. It's my first time in Talk and Talk. I saw this. Sorry, I'm not fluent how they say. Um, I have 33 years old. I'm married. I have two kids. I have a dog too. Um, what's more? I'm working how I'm working with electronic equipment. Uh, so that's it.
That's great. Okay, very good. And it's okay if you don't know the words, guys. If you need any help, you can just say we are here to help you too. If we know the word, we can help you. Okay, because like sometimes we don't know either, and it's okay. Well, so let's start with the first question. That is, how do you handle conflict? Are you a calm or a nervous person? Yuri, can you start answering? Then, please, when you finish, can you choose someone to continue?
Yes, yes, I do. I can. All right. How do I handle conflict? It depends on the conflict, but yeah, I think sometimes I can get really nervous, but it's not really often. I'm not I don't get so upset, you know. But yeah, I try. I'm a little bit balanced when I have to. When it's my conflict, it's a little bit harder, than when I have to solve anyone's else problem. So I think this is the thing with me. So Lara, what about you? How do you handle conflict? And are you a calm or a nervous person?
I think I am very calm. Depends on my mood actually, because sometimes I am like looking for trouble, you know. But depends on my mood. But I am usually very very calm on conflicts. I don't start in conflicts, but I think it's that. Diego, how do you handle with conflict?
No, I'm calm. I try to talk, but I don't know. My wife certainly disagree. But yeah, in general, I'm calm and I try to speak about. It's that. That's it. And how about you, Daniel?
I'm generally I'm very nervous with this situation. Uh, I normally I don't see anything in my front. Depends. It depends to the level of the situation. But normally I'm getting very nervous with this situation.
Yes, I think I'm just like Yuri, Diego, and Lara. I am really calm, so I tend to not to freak out, and just to stay calm. It's really hard to make me. It's really hard to make me feel mad, or angry at things. I usually try to be calm, and it's it's okay. But I also think it depends. If it's something emotional, I avoid talking about it. Like I like if it's something someone I like said, I sometimes avoid, and I just talk to my therapist and she says, you need to talk about it. And I was like, I know, but I don't want to. I know, but it's hard. I don't want to talk about it. Like sometimes I avoid facing some things. But let's see the next questions. Number two, there is a typo here. Uh, I don't know what happened, so we're gonna skip to number three. Um, if someone comes yelling at you, how do you react? So you can also share if you have already had an experience where someone yelled at you and you didn't know how to react, or share what you did at the moment. So Diego, can you start with this one?
Okay. It's the second question. Okay. Yeah.
It's
I
the
don't
third.
know. Third.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is a hard question to me. How I react. I don't know. Maybe it depends. Sometimes I can pretend to agree with another people, or or sometimes it's important. It's important to say what do you think. But I don't know. I need to think about this. and you, Yuri, how about you?
Man, if someone comes yelling at me, I think my first reaction is to say, just please, hey, lower your voice. Let's talk. It's not a real conversation, okay? Just to start, please. If the person continues yelling, so it depends on the situation, on the place, and the situation is happening. But if the person continues, okay, I will just stop, and I will just move on, leave the place. And because I think it's not really something good. Of course, depending on the person, I will stay. I will try to calm the person. Hey, calm down. Listen to me. Can I say something? But yeah, my first reaction is, hey, please, yeah, lower your voice. Let's talk. Let's, have a real conversation. That's it. And what about you, Daniel?
So how I said, I'm very nervous with this situation. Normally, my wife, she comes and uh, to, she tries to calm the situation, calm down, move on. Of course, to know to don't worse the situation. But normally I don't see anything in my front.
Danielle, come
I'm
on.
very nervous.
Sometimes it is interesting because like sometimes we are so nervous that we can't even think, right? We're just
Depends the situation, but
yeah.
sometimes it's a very very hard situation. So
Mhm.
we
I feel
can.
it's okay. And you, Lara, thank you, Danielle.
At first, I asked, why are you yelling at me? And I always get away because I don't like to talk with people when they are nervous, and I don't like to talk when I am nervous too, because I think maybe someone can be hurt, So I always try to get away and wait till things calm down. What about you, Bruna?
Yes, me too. Just like you, I don't like when people start to yell or to shout or scream. I try to I try to wait usually, like let them talk, like okay, um, say the things you wanna say, and then okay, so now that you said your thoughts and the things you wanted, let me set my point of view here, like let me say what I wanna say. Let me say what I wanna say. This is how I do, but it is difficult because like sometimes we are nervous too, just like you said, Lara, and maybe like depending on the case, if both are angry, it's good, to just take some time to breathe and to think about it, and then calm down and then discuss after that. Guys, I misread the second question because I read how are you calm or a nervous person, but it's how do you calm? It's a verb. How do you calm a nervous person? I'm sorry. How do you usually do that? Lara, can you start with this one, please?
Yes. I know that it doesn't work, but I usually say, oh, you need to calm down, breathe a little, and it's what I do. I know this doesn't work, but it's what I try to do.
Yeah, like sometimes this may have the opposite effect, right? So don't
Yes.
don't say that. Don't
Yes,
tell me
yes.
to calm down. Yeah, I feel you.
Um,
To someone. So
how
so
about
sometimes.
you? How about you, Yuri?
Look, I try to give. I usually give passion fruit, or maybe some tea to the person. Hey, please, drink it and take it easy. No, just kidding. I don't do that. But I don't know. Maybe doing the thing that I think that works the most, that is low my voice, because if I start yelling and the person is really nervous, I think it's unsuccessful job. So I try to lower my voice. I try to breathe in, breathe out. But of course, we say those things, but it's really something impressive. You can't see what you are going to do in this case in the future, because it depends on a lot of stuff. So that's it. Maybe some passion fruit juice. It's a good idea. What about you? What about you, Diego? What do you do in this case?
Yeah, I think like you. Passion fruit juice, it's a good solution. But yeah, I try to I don't know. I try to smile. Hey man, what's the problem, guy? Let's let's try let's try to speak about this problem. Always we have a solution, and yeah, the conversation or speak about is the key. I don't know, and it's calm. Okay, it's necessary. It's necessary. It's calm to think better, to speak better, and or sometimes it's necessary just listen, and nothing more. And how about you, Danielle?
In this case, I try to speak with the person to calm down, and moving him to another place, away the situation, to talk and try relax the person, talking a lot or changing the the conversation, changing the focus of the conversation. I think that this is work. I think.
Very good. Yeah, it's a good idea. Like maybe take them to a different place, like to make them think and just cool down a little bit. That's a good idea. Talking about the next one, which is the fourth, right? Because we have already answered the third. Do you face the conflict or you try to run away from them? I have already answered this one, right? I've been learning on therapy how to deal with this, how to face the problems and say when I don't agree with the things that are happening in my life or that I didn't like something that happened. It's not easy for me. I think I've always been the obedient child, who was very always accepting and yeah, like doing the things to please other people, So for me, it's been kind of process, to deal and to face the conflicts, not just accept what someone else is trying to impose. And you, Lara, how is it for you?
Before therapy, I usually run of the conflicts, but I learned to face them. I not face them at first time. I always wait a little and think about it and think about my feelings, but I try to always face my conflicts. How about you, Danielle?
I didn't therapy yet. Uh, I didn't wait to therapy. Yes.
It's okay. Can you choose someone? So we still have Diego or Yuri.
Yuri, with you now.
Okay. Again, it depends on the conflict, but I think nowadays I try to face as many conflicts as I can. So I try to face the conflicts, during the week. For example, I always try to do it as faster as I can, because look, if you put the conflict you have with someone, and you put it in the you put away, so it's a problem, because next time it's gonna be bigger, and with the time I think the problems they get bigger and bigger and bigger. So I think it's better to face them, but not in the right on time, not right in the same time you have the problem, because maybe you are a little bit angry or upset, so you can you can make it worse. But I think nowadays I face more than I run away, but I still run away, sometimes. Yeah, it's a strategy we have to do sometimes. What about no everybody? Did
Diego
everybody?
hasn't. Diego
Oh,
has.
Diego, please. What about you? Thank you, Lara.
Yeah, I try to face the conflicts right on. It's important to me. In general, I try to face the conflicts, but sometimes it's important run away, because depends the conflict. When it's in general, I try to face the conflict, because I agree with Yuri, but when it's a love conflict with my wife, in general, I run away, but it's inconsent too. I need to your therapist, Bruna, please.
I will send her Instagram here. She's awesome.
But
Yeah,
just in this case, okay.
yeah, I got you. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing, guys. And the next question is pretty interesting, and I want to add someone else. I don't know if you guys saw, but last week there was a match in Mexico. Two teams were playing, and then the supporters started a fight, and there were some people who died there during this fight, and I felt really really sad, like how could they start this fight by the end of the game. They What were the supporters thinking about when they started this fight, because around 15 people died. It is something really really serious. So I want to ask you, should we ever go fighting in a conflict situation, and why? There were a lot of men, they were like throwing stuff, and like really hurting one each other. uh, I think sometimes it's hard to think when you are in a situation like this, and you just follow some instincts. But let's ask Danielle. What do you think about it?
Okay. Um, I it happened to me once. Now it's not. It's my situation looks like that, but not the same. I was in the shop with my wife and my child. So I see a runaway, a lot of people running in my direction. So I blocked. Didn't. I uh, didn't know what I should be in this moment. I blocked it. My wife take my sorry take my daughter and run away, and I'm stay in the same place. Uh, but I think it's the best thing is run away of these situations, because you can die for nothing. I think that is a, a bullshit. I don't agree with that, and the 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 main the main sorry I the words I don't remember now. Sorry. And that's it.
It's okay, no problem at all. Can you choose someone, please, to transfer now?
Uh, Diego, and how about you?
I don't know, but no. Sometimes it's not important to fight, because sometimes you can find how I say this. Sometimes the fight is not the better solution. At this moment, we have a big war in Ukraine, Russia. I don't know. The peace, it's more important. I don't know. And other situation, when you are como é que eu digo isso? Quando você está em frente a uma injustiça, sometimes it's not necessary to fight. It's better stop the conflict. Okay, and you, Lara, what do you think about?
I think depends. When talking about individuals like me, I think it's not necessary to fight when you are in a conflict with someone. But when we are talking like rights and justice, like human rights, I think it's necessary, because if the population don't do anything, nothing will happen. So I think in this situation is necessary, the fighting is necessary, but not like in my house with my friends and things like that. So how about you, Yuri?
Yeah. Look, I think that fighting is always the last option to solve a problem. You know, of course, I'm not all peace. You have always, because we have evil people. So this is the reason I like martial arts, for example. You know, because of course, if you know, I don't want to use, you know, but if I need to use, so I can maybe defend myself or a friend. But of course, I'm totally against, you know, a conflict like that. For example, if people are going to see, to watch, yeah, a soccer team playing. I don't know if it was a soccer team, two soccer teams playing. Yes. So yeah, they are going there, and we have a lot of family. You know, we have a lot of children going to see the spectacle. You know, to smile or to cry with their teams, and they come to the stadium and they see a lot of people killing each other and maybe killing the people that are not going there to fight. So I'm totally against this type of conflict. It's a little bit not, it's total of full fight. Yes. So yes, I don't like that. And I think it's the people who started the conflict, they have to pay for that. You know, they have to go to jail, because it's important for people who go to the stadium to know and to learn that they have to respect, not so, you know, them. I'm not talking about them, you know, because if they want to fight, okay, go fighting, you know, in a place where you can't hurt innocent people. But yeah, it's a disaster, really. That's my opinion about it.
Yes, I agree with you. It's really complicated, and it was really sad, you know. Although this wasn't here in our country, it was in Mexico. This is something really common here too, right? Like nowadays, here in São Paulo, it was forbidden to have these two teams at the same time at the stadiums, but they try to find one each other on the streets to find, you know, like it's crazy. Yeah, but I agree with you guys. I don't think this is the best solution, and but it's hard because like sometimes we don't think about it that much, and you just follow everyone's instinct, and you think this is the right thing to do. You know, it's like efeito manada. I don't know how to say this in English.
Like
And
if you are running for your life.
yeah, that's it. That's it. It's complicated. Well, let's see the next one, guys. It's number. I will skip to number 7. Do you agree that? I'm sorry, I will skip to number 8 actually. Which one is worse, a conflict in your family or a conflict in your workspace, and why? Lara, can you start? What do you think?
Yes, I think in my family is worse, and in work you can blame like, oh, you didn't do this because of the project and we need because of the data. I don't know what is the expression, and you can blame this because you know you have this job to do on some role. And in family sometimes you are dealing with people and you need to uh, be responsible for things and other people need to be responsible too. And it's very hard when you don't grow up on the environment that people talk about feelings, and sometimes it's everything. It's a very hard conflict. So I think it's that. What about you, Danielle?
I think conflict in families is the worst because at workplace we can talk and the I think always uh, I think always there is a solution to the problem. We can always talk to resolve, but in family, no. I have a lot of problems with my family, and uh, it wasn't resolved, and it was a long time ago, and a very problem, a very big problem. So this is my opinion. So Diego, what do you think? What do you think about it?
To me, it's worse the conflicts with my family, because in my work I have rules and normatives, and the conflict it's more impactful, so it's more easy to resolve. But with my family, it's more personal. This, I don't know if this word is correct, but it's more intensive, and the people are most important to me. So I care. I care more with them. Oh, this thread, but you can understand. Yeah, that's it. And how about you, Yuri?
Look, both of them are, really complicated, I think, because at work you have to produce, you have to, to have your results, and I'm it's really hard to work and have a good day at work if you have a conflict with someone at work, especially if you work with this person, in the same room, and I think it's really hard. But in your family, if you live with the person you have a conflict, yeah, it's really hard. But I don't know, in my experience, in my own experience, I think with my family it's easier to solve problems, because I don't know, because we have a good relationship. I know how to talk to them, but I know how to deal. I'm the problem solver in my family. I'm the person who tries to, hey, no, you don't have to fight about it. Let's talk a little bit. Come on, you were angry, so see, I try to make everyone see the other's person point of view. So I'm this kind of person, so I don't have this problem. But at work, I've had a lot of big problems, and I in the past, and I thought that they were hard to solve, not to solve. It was hard to work during the conflict. So yeah, that was my experience. It's not my opinion, but my experience. That's all.
No, this is interesting because I think I will go with Lara and Dani because I think it's hard when we're talking about family because sometimes if you don't say what you're feeling, the problem happens and it turns into like a snowball for so many years. So then you're old and you're like mad at your relatives or at your parents or someone who is in your family. And I would say it's more complicated because there are feelings in it, you know. Uh, it is hard, like you sometimes you have to be careful with the words, you know, because you know it's going to harm uh, the other person, and you are not 100% honest to you and to the other people, you know. So I think it's complicated, and I'm not saying that in the workplace is easy, but that's it. Just like Yuri said, according to my experience, no to the things I faced. That's it. Well, I think we have time for the last one, maybe. Number 10. I'm sorry, Yuri was saying he is good at conflict resolution, right? So, Yuri, can you share with us why? How is it for you?
Okay, I don't know why exactly, but you know, I think since I was a kid, I had I don't know, I like that. I like that. I like when people are, you know, they are nervous, and I try to because I'm outside. No, I don't like. I don't like you know because they are nervous. But I like this situation because you see from outside of the problem of the conflict, and when you, of course, when you want to solve the problem, when you don't want to put more fire, you know, in the conflict. So it's my case, it's the situation with me. So I'm very good yeah, at conflict resolution. I try to I think I know the reason. The reason is because I like to listen a lot, you know. I like to listen to stories. I like to compare, you know, the different stories of the same conflict, the same problem, and the different point of views. It's very interesting because people who love, you know, they love each other and they have problems. And when you look at this, it's like a soap opera, you know. You are looking at this point of view and this point of view, and you are trying to make connections that make people to understand yeah, each other. That's my experience, you know. So what about you, Diego? Are you good at conflicts, at conflict
Yeah,
resolutions?
depends. Yeah, in general, in my job, yeah, I'm good to resolve the conflicts. In my family too, but how I say, in my experience, when it's with a person that I love and that I have more, uh, it's more complex. It's more difficult. It's more hard to me. But in general, yeah, I'm good to resolve this conflicts, because yeah, I can listen to and think about, and I try to understand how the other people are think, and yeah, this is important, and help it.
Very good. Thank you so much, Diego. The guys are coming back. So I want to check how the conversation was in the breakout rooms and also ask a few questions. So, hi, how was the conversation? Did you like it?
Yes, it was amazing. I loved it. Some person never meet here, so I love Juju.
Yes.
I love
She's
Fabinho
awesome.
too, and I, I love this topic too.
Very good. Hi, can I ask you something? Question number 9. I know you have a daughter, right? How can we teach children to deal with conflicts? How do you try to do that?
I think the big uh, the big teacher we have to be with the children. It's the example. So you don't don't have to I forgot the word. Gastar your words if you deal with the conflicts in front of the children's different that you talk to do. I think it's that.
Very good. Thank you so much. Hi, I loved your answer. Yeah, examples are really important. I want to check with Lara. How was her first time here? Can you share with us if you liked
Very,
it?
very good. I love it. I was looking for something like this, and I was recommended in with a friend on Twitter, and it was my first time here, and I love it. So I think
Very
it's that.
good. I'm glad you liked it. Guys, I've just sent 3 links. Can you please go there right now while I talk to Danielle, just to give the feedback of this meeting, share what you thought about the theme, about the hostess, about the questions. Your opinion really matters. Okay. So Danielle, how was the first time? Did you like it? Share with us.
Uh, Good evening. I like it a lot. I'm very nervous. Sorry for some mistakes. uh, uh, I I like a lot this system. These questions. Uh, they make they make you to think in a lot of uh, how I see. Sorry. Come on. This theme tonight very interesting.
Mhm.
It makes you think a lot about your around. Um, uh, about it. But
Yes.
I love this experience and I'm very nervous. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. The first time it's always like this, but feel free to come back, Lara and Danielle. You're going to be welcome here like always. And we have the second link to TNT's website if you want to have classes for beginners or in intermediate levels. We have these type of classes here with vocabulary, a teacher, and also materials. And if don't forget, please to go there to our YouTube live. Go there, like us, subscribe to the channel. And I really want to thank you guys for being here. It was a pleasure talking to you guys in the main room. It was really, really nice. The conversation, I loved it. I hope you have a great night. And that's it. Thank you so much for coming. It was a pleasure.